I'm Atira, and I'm the CEO and founder of Art to Healing. And what we do at Art to Healing is that we support the trauma recovery of girls and women who have been sold into sex slavery and exploitation and abuse. And we've done that in 8 countries in Asia and the Pacific. And we're very passionate about this because the organization started because as working as a therapist in many anti-trafficking organizations, I found that a lot of these organizations were not trauma-informed, and they did not have a very strong emphasis on psychological interventions. And that doesn't really work for the recovery of sex traffic survivors because these girls are, severely abused. Some of them are forced to have sex up to 40 times a day over a really long period of time. So that creates a lot of trauma both in their minds and their bodies. And in order for successful recovery to happen for these girls and women to live lives free of slavery, an emphasis needs to be made on their recovery psychologically and also their connection with their bodies.
यो ट्रेनिङबाट चाहिँ एकदमै सिकेको भिन्न कुरा भन्दा चाहिँ यसमा चाहिँ एकदमै आफूले पनि महसुस गर्नुपर्ने रहेछ, महसुस हुँदो रहेछ र एकदमै आफै हिलिङ पनि हुँदो रहेछ। चाहिँ प्रत्यक्ष नै थाहा भयो र बेनिफिसियरीसँग काम गर्दाखेरि अवश्य पनि हाम्रो चाहिँ त्यस्तै खालको कार्यक्रम भएर चाहिँ स्पेशल काउन्सिलर र साइकोलोजिस्टहरूसँगै भेट्छौँ हामी टेक्निकल सुपरभिजनको पार्टमा र काउन्सिलरलाई पनि हिलिङ गर्नलाई हैन हामीले एसिस्ट गर्न सक्छौँ र त्यही कुरा चाहिँ उनीहरूले सर्भाइभरसँग काम गर्दाखेरि युज टु हुन्छ भन्ने विश्वास छ।
This training is very helpful, not only for beneficiaries, it works for me also as a psychosocial counselor, for counselor also, how to self-care and how to aware of your own body, of your sensation, and experience about your past and the present, and how that about the reaction, the sensation of the body. And I think I would apply this training, this technique to my beneficiaries.
They start to blame their bodies and being born female because they believe that the reason why they've been trafficked is because they're a woman, because 86% of most trafficking survivors in Nepal are women and girls.
They have such a physical abuse. I think they cannot explore it, and from this they can explore it. So most of the beneficiaries used to cry, and now I got that chance that, okay, if you want to cry, just cry, then see what is happening in the body. The resources I got from this training, and feel, wow, this training is really helpful for counselor, for me.
We work on 3 different levels. We work directly with the survivors themselves to provide them trauma-informed kind of interventions so that they can really heal from their past experiences. And we are also working with the organizations to change their cultures to make them more trauma-informed so that the counseling and the mental health interventions that they are delivering in these shelters are really effective.
But after learning from Art to Healing, we are more victim-centered now. We try to understand and we try to see what they really need and what they are feeling. And so focused on their rights, focused on their need, and focused on their necessary, we developed our plan and we act on that way. We put them as our core objective to change their life.
We are also researching what is effective for these girls and women in the shelters, in the drop-in centers, in the brothels, to measure change and impact. So it's very evidence-based, so we're using evidence-based kind of standardized tests to measure change. And we're also kind of collecting their stories and data to see, over a period of time, what works and what doesn't work for these women in the shelters so that we can create something more comprehensive as a whole for these women and children.
And it's really helpful for, not to get the secondary trauma from the client. because I also worked with other clients, then I get in that trauma, and I stop working with them, with the trauma survivors for some times. I think I find this tool, the somatic experiencing, is wonderful tools that to save ourselves as well and to take care of